10 years ago, a 39-year-old Meridian woman underwent life-saving surgery, a 5-organ transplant. Melinda Nelson, born with a rare and painful condition called pseudo-obstruction syndrome, and she needed the complicated transplant to live. After 12 hours of surgery and months of rehabilitation, she went on to raise her young family and live her life. But last year, she got the news she never expected. She needed another transplant. Yes, this time a kidney. And here's the next chapter of her amazing story in our 7's Hero. Melinda Nelson is nothing short of a miracle.
10 years ago, I had a 5-organ transplant, and I had my stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine, and colon transplanted.
Her rare and high-risk 5-organ transplant surgery was a huge success.
And I was doing quite well, and I raising kids. I started working on a book and trying to advocate and help others. And then about a year and a half ago, things started going downhill.
She found out she was in kidney failure.
Last November, my doctors announced, "Hey Melinda, you need to go get a kidney transplant." I was in shock. I was like, "Are you serious? I already have 5 organs. Now I've got to get a 6th organ." It's quite the emotional and physical roller coaster, I would say.
Melinda comes from a big family, and she made the tough decision to turn to her brothers and sisters to ask for help.
We had a family Zoom meeting, and I kind of announced to my family, "Hey, I'm in need of a kidney. If I happen to find what they call a living donor, then my wait would be fairly short. If I need to wait for a deceased donor, depending on your blood type, it could be 5 to 10 years. And I did not have 5 or 10 years. That's a big ask and a big decision.
Her older sister, Stephanie, volunteered.
And then my sister stepped up and said, "You know, I would like to donate a kidney for you. I'm going to do it."
First of all, I was distressed that she was in need, and I felt like, oh my goodness, how unfair. She'd gone through all that she'd gone through 10 years ago and now needs another organ.
My nephrologist said it's not often that the very first person that you have tested and things, that they are your match, your exact match. She was a perfect match.
The sisters traveled together to a specialty hospital in Indiana to have the transplant this summer.
This is the hospital where I originally had my 5-organ transplant 10 years ago.
I looked at the stats. I'm assuming all will go well. I've met the folks that will be helping me here, the surgeons and the nurses, and I'm really comfortable with it, and I'm so looking forward to being on the other side and seeing a good outcome for Mindy.
I'm gonna go get my new kidney, my 6th organ. I'll be a new woman.
It didn't really get real until they wheeled me into that operating room, and the doors open.
Here we go.
The surgery was a huge success, and both women are now recovering. These sisters are closer than ever after such a life-changing experience.
It is a miracle that I have a spare part that can change a life. It's a miracle. Mindy's a miracle magnet, I think.
And Melinda says Stephanie will always be her hero.
I have to be grateful to God, too. I think there's been a lot of divine intervention.
7's Hero. Isn't that remarkable? Stephanie is doing very well. She is back to most of her activities at home with her family. Melinda is still recovering in Indiana. She's had some complications, but she's also doing well. The kidney is showing no signs of rejection for now, and that is very good news. For more information on Melinda's incredible story and how she's coaching others through the transplant process since she's experienced so much of it, you can go to ktvb.com. Check out this story, Justin, but truly an incredible, inspiring woman, and her sister also an inspiration to all of us.
Absolutely, and that's really people, again, coming together for each other, giving of themselves literally to each other. That's awesome. Great. Maggie, thank you for that. Coming up.